After the unmitigated disaster that was World War I, the world's major powers got together and had a brilliant idea. What if, and just hear me out, we try to not have another one? The first attempt was the 1922 Washington Naval Treaty, which put strict limits on giant battleships. It was a lovely thought. Of course, the treaty said almost nothing about the next size down, cruisers. So naturally, everyone immediately started building a metric ton of cruisers. It was the international politics equivalent of being told to eat less cake, so you just start eating a mountain of cookies instead. Humans have always been great at following the letter, not the spirit of the law. So, in 1930, they all met in London to close the cookie loophole. Welcome to the London Naval Conference. The main event was a thrilling debate over what exactly a cruiser is. You see, there were heavy cruisers with big 8-inch guns and light cruisers with slightly less big 6.1-inch guns. The Americans loved the big ones for long-range Pacific patrols. The British, needing to police a global empire, wanted lots of smaller ones. The Japanese delegation sat there wanting parity, which basically meant wanting the same size navy as countries with 10 times their industrial capacity. Their math was ambitious. It was a masterclass in arguing about details while the entire global security situation was slowly catching fire in the background. Somehow, they actually reached an agreement. The UK, US, and Japan agreed to new ratios. 10, 10, 7 for heavy cruisers. Not quite the 10, 10, 6 Japan was offered, but close enough. They also set limits on destroyers, and for the first time, submarines. Everyone patted themselves on the back for a job well done. Except France and Italy. They were too busy in a passive-aggressive naval arms race in the Mediterranean to agree to anything. They basically refused to sign the most important parts of the treaty. So you had a global arms limitation treaty that two of the world's major naval powers just straight up ignored. A truly solid foundation for peace. But the real genius, the absolute pinnacle of this whole affair, was Article 21. It was called the Escalator Clause. This beautiful piece of text stated that if any country felt threatened by another nation's shipbuildings, say a nation that hadn't signed the treaty, they could just build more ships. It was a self-destruct button baked into the treaty designed to prevent self-destruction. Within 5 years, Japan renounced the whole thing, and a certain German politician started building a navy, giving Britain the perfect excuse to use the Escalator Clause. The London Naval Treaty, a document meant to prevent a naval arms race, officially kicked one off. Spectacular! If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more historical insights. Thanks for watching, nerds!